You win the points in the paints battle, 36-34 against the top team in the category. You end the Angel Reese streak with the top two defenders out in Leonie Hamilton and Breanna Stewart, all against a team that admittedly kept pace with you in your prior matchups. Simply put, what does a win like this do for a team both mentally and physically, especially at this point in the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. Understanding we had to do a little bit more, obviously, with some starters out. But we believe in every single player on this team and their capability and understanding what they're able to come in and help us achieve. And, you know, hats off to them. We don't win this game without players that came in and stepped up. Obviously, these two next to me, but KB, KT, who came into that game, Niara, who's been out for a month and played hard. Obviously, you know, we could have used every excuse in the book to come out here and not play our style of basketball, but we knew we had enough to come out here and do what we had to do to get this win, and I'm just proud of the way that we fought throughout the entire game and grinded it out.
Leo, for you, I'm curious if you could describe the sense of urgency and passion that you saw Ivana play with today and just how vital her 17 minutes were.
Yeah, I mean, she's huge. You know, it's not easy to not play a couple of games and then just come in and get these minutes, and she did great. I mean, she was hitting almost every shot on offense. She was giving us some pressure on the point guard and defense, which is always annoying for the other team. So it's just huge what she does for us, and I'm happy to be on the court with her.
Thank you.
Miles?
Hi, this is a question for anybody, but the team shot just 3 of 7 in the restricted area in that first quarter, but then made 13 of 14 the rest of the way. It felt in that first quarter like Chicago was setting a lot of the tone on both ends with their physicality. They had 7 rebounds in that offensive rebounds in that first quarter too. How were you able to make an adjustment and take control and then play your game the rest of the way?
Well, you know, I think it's a long game, and understanding, like, we started the game, I think, taking some quick shots, some rush shots, and as soon as we kind of slowed the ball down, we're able to drive and kick, we're able to get into the paint, we established JJ off pick and rolls, down low. That just opened up the floor for us, obviously, transition, you know, as well. I think just being able to push the ball and played in a lot of random actions, set random screens, continue to just move them, and that's kind of the style that we played today, and I think it worked well for us.
And I think to follow up on that, over the last 15 games now, the team has committed the fewest turnovers per game in the WNBA, while you guys are also averaging the most assists per game in the W. So how have you been able to find that balance? And I think a lot of it could be what you just said, pushing in turnover, pushing in transition, moving the ball. But how have you found that success so consistently?
Anyone else want to answer? Or just...
You're doing a great job.
Oh, you just keep going. You got it.
I think that when we play for each other, we're really unbeatable. So when we share the ball, when we always try to find each other in the best positions, then we are very, very effective. And I mean, I agree to everything that we said until now. So I think this is also part of the answer.
Awesome. We'll go to Russell.
All right, hi everybody. Question for Sabrina. The players on the bench this year have talked a lot about wanting to give the team a jolt of energy when they come in. And, you know, today, obviously, Ivana did that, particularly in the first half. I'm just wondering, as a starter, is that something that you can feel? And just how does that affect you as a starter to see, you know, somebody else contributing like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, for me particularly, just speaking for myself, like, you're able to see, like, the work that they put in, how they stay ready, how they support you when they're not playing, and then in turn when they do play, like, it gives me that confidence that I need in them, understanding that they know what their role is, they're going to come out and they're going to play 100%. And I think that's huge. Like, these two particularly next to me, obviously, our entire bench, like, they stay ready, they put in extra work, they put in extra shots in the gym, they know every play, they continue to show up every single day like a true professional, and it makes my job easy because when they come out there, I have full trust in them to go out and shoot their shots, to go out and give us energy, and they're the definition of a true pro, and both of these two, but honestly every single person on our bench, and I think that's what makes us a really tough team, because our bench is just as good as any bench in the league.
Thank you. And Leo, if you wouldn't mind, to build off of that, you've now had back-to-back 13-point games. You had that 5-assist game right before that. Seems like you're really getting into a rhythm here. I'm wondering, are you more comfortable now than you were in the opening weeks of the season, and just kind of how have you grown over the course of the year so far?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the more minutes I spend on the court with my teammates, it gets easier and easier. Just, getting to know them, their tendencies, what we do in certain situations where people want the ball, it just makes it easier. And but they do a great job of, trying to get me my open shots or like involve me in offense. So that credit to them as well.
Thank you.
We'll take one question from James.
Hi, Sabrina. Sabrina, 28 points there tonight. Terrific performance. But it was the timing of your runs that were key tonight in the second period and the fourth period. Did you feel everything was clicking into place during those runs? Do you feel that you were heating up during that second period in particular?
I think it's just taking, obviously trusting in my shot, missed some easy ones, but understanding like my team needs me to continue to take them, and obviously my shots are going to fall. I think also it's continuing to drive and kick and find passing lanes, understanding that, obviously I shoot the ball well, but being able to get my teammates involved with my passing ability is something that I pride myself on. So continuing to just find ways to get my teammates open and find us our best offense, and being able to do that just through the course of 40 minutes. And sometimes it's going to be with my shot, and sometimes it's going to be with my pass.